It is session 21 of White Wolf Pyre. Stars without number. Time for the recap.
There was a serious scenario at the beginning of the last session where some of us were in a warehouse with zombies, which Corvald was beheading because that's what he saw on Space Survivor, and he knew to do that. And I had not seen Space Survivor, but he had seen an episode of Warehouse 13 where there was some kind of relic that was reanimating the corpses. So he took it upon himself to try and kill that instead, which seemed to trigger some swelling in the zombies, which I do believe Corvald recognized from Space Survivor as them about to explode. So we got the hell out, which is where we came into the street and found Anmei having a party of her own with a taxi that she was in and a couple of, was it Sisters of Karma? No, Children of the Sector. A couple of Children of the Sector patrol craft or something. And I do believe when we stepped outside, I immediately knew that Anne was in the area because there was a grav car smashed into the ground and another one being hefted by our tow truck, if I'm not mistaken, with one of our allies nearly crushed to death underneath it.
And all he had to do was not run towards it and it would have been taken care of. He's like, no, I will be a hero.
Yep. Hero to zero in 2 seconds flat. He's probably paralyzed. We did somehow manage to get the heck out of there. I think we went back inside the warehouse and took him with us.
Yep.
Yeah, and the bodies were gone. There was just gore everywhere. So Corvald was dead on with his call that they were going to explode. Did Duncan come on the ship with us? That part I can't remember.
Yeah, Duncan.
I think we kidnapped him. Yeah.
Okay. I remember I used the psionic sucker to heal him a little bit since someone dropped a grav car on him. And then we bolted.
Yeah, we left the planet, and we traveled. We traveled to shoot. Forgot what system it was.
We stopped somewhere for borax, and then we jumped to a vacant system. I can't remember the name of it either. Prime? No.
No, it was the. It was the Prime system.
Okay.
And we heard that in about a month, we'd probably hear from someone in the Clutter system.
We jumped to the Shoal system and refueled, then jumped to Prime. And we're like sitting on the empty or the debris of Mechanus, which has been blown up some time ago.
Right. Mining. You are mining for the last 30 days or so.
Yep.
We were scheming to set up a mining operation. After our supposedly fearless leader lost her shit and destroyed her cabin, busted her knuckles up, and screamed until she was hoarse, if I'm not mistaken.
She wasn't having a good day.
And while she was throwing her tantrum, I believe Corvald and I went down to repair the fuel leak that I just sprayed an entire room full of sealant to fix, because that's probably not a good thing to leave permanently.
Yeah. And then we decided to start mining to pass the time, and also because I Corvald, at least as a player, I had no idea that we had mining equipment. So like that was it was like, oh, we have this like unused mining equipment still in the box. We should probably use it.
Yep. And I thought it would be a good idea because the part of Anmei's temper tantrum that he heard was about not having any credits and yada, yada, yada. So he thought maybe if we could strip some ore from these useless asteroids, we might be able to cheer her up a bit before she tears the whole ship in half.
She's not having her best day.
So yeah, you guys have been out here in the Prime system mining the remains of the planet Mechanus, which was destroyed some time ago. I'm not sure like exactly what you can get from it. But I think with the mining you can do like repairs and stuff, right?
We can
Oh, it's time to get out the novel again. We read this before.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we're not gonna be able to refine it.
but we can get
but-
materials worth 500 credits per day.
Just like raw chunks of iron and whatever else we can come across.
Yep.
Yeah.
Without fancier equipment, we can't really come up with anything extremely valuable or very useful.
Yep. We also have the fact that we're all probably exhausted because this ship requires 10 people to pilot and maintain, and there are 3 of us.
Or Duncan got patched up.
True.
And technically that useless truck can do something.
It's just been constantly saying the ship requires maintenance
I believe that.
every 30 seconds.
That is now canon.
You guys are currently in the ship. You've been out here mining in deep space for 30 days, which is stressful work and stressful on the mine because there is nothing out here at all. You've not seen any ships or any other people. And you guys are in the galley waiting, getting ready for another day of work.
Ida is probably not as depressed as the others because this has in fact been at least 30 days that Carlton hasn't nagged the shit out of him.
On the other
Hasn't-
hand, it's at this point we
hasn't-
realize that Corval's probably made more money than you just by sitting on the street corner.
Corval's with us. You mean Carlton?
Carlton, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
One
probably
of those
rich.
two.
He's probably rich, but I haven't had to listen to any of his bad emo poetry in at least like 40 days, I believe.
We get back to Ermac and there's Carlton, mansion and everything. New
Yeah,
ruler of the planet.
Big statues of him. Of course, he also hasn't stirred up a mob to try to kill, the rest of us. That's been a pleasant change. What kind of food do we have in this galley?
I'm sure there's like the food processor where you put in like some kind of paste and you program it and you get paste out.
Oh, good.
Ah, yes, the paste machine.
They're like Slurpees.
I was gonna say I can see Corval over there upside down underneath it.
This is excellent. Every single one tastes like prunes.
Is that filet mignon?
No, that's just prunes.
How healthy is the pink stuff?
Better than the meat pies.
We look inside what the food processor is. It's just corpses. It's corpse starch, the best.
It's organic, okay?
Yep.
It's not vegan, but at least it's organic.
Corval's over there getting his the prune Slurpee. And Anne May looks tired and weathered and worn out from this, and Ida's just happy that Carlton ain't around to bother him anymore.
Best month of sleep he's ever had.
Yeah, it's like he's like a whole new personality now.
Anne has lost like 5 pounds and she wasn't very heavy to begin with.
Her butt fits through the doors now. It's pathetic.
So, like materializing through the wall, you see a man in a fine robe, just like Corval's. He's like holding a cup of tea. And he's got like slippers on with some sleeping pants, and it's Charlie. He takes a sip. Oh, don't mind if I have a seat.
Oh, Charlie. I didn't know you walked through walls.
Oh, well, I mean, when the lady permits, of course. She'll be here momentarily. So how have you been?
Been great.
Well, we took up mining to help make ends meet and to pass the time in this place. It's fairly desolate, but it's all good. It's nice to be away from people.
Odd picks up whatever he's been drinking and just downs a big swig.
How have you been? How's Rose?
Oh, she's always working, always on the set. She should be here any minute. And he kind of looks over to the wall where he walked out of, and you see like the image of an old woman. A Rose comes walking through, and she looks behind. She's like, "Yeah, I'll be there in a minute." And like looks like she's closing a door, but there's no door there, and you actually hear a door close. Oh my gosh, will it ever end? Oh, the rewrites. And she comes over and goes by the food dispenser. Do I smell prunes?
Only the finest.
Oh, nice. She grabs a cup. She said, "Keeps you regular."
I
Fills it up.
know. That's what I've been saying. And nobody's listening to me.
They won't appreciate it till they're our age.
We've been eating it anyway. It's not like we've had a choice.
Well, this does have it's supposed to have 99 other flavors.
Well, Corvald must have broke it on purpose then, because we ain't had nothing else.
It's been prunes the whole time.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Why did I hire an engineer in retirement age?
Poor Ann May's lost 5 pounds on that crap.
She's not sad. She's just irregular. She's just too regular.
Every morning, like clockwork.
I do say that it's been a while.
It has. We
Yeah.
kicked up some unwanted attention with I believe the children of the sector.
Yeah, the last time we saw you, you were in like your, what, 20s? 30s maybe?
Oh yeah, I think you. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you saw me, but later though. We were on the ship.
Briefly. You kind of said
Briefly.
hi and then left.
Yeah, I didn't want to stick around. I have to be careful these days. You never know, paparazzi and everything always checking in on me. But
Not out here. This place is great.
oh, you never know. They'll come find me. Well, I know that you guys are probably eager at some point to get back to the mission at hand, which was to Agraria and to help those people.
Yeah, we've been gathering resources.
Yes. We don't have any plan with them other than potentially selling them, or finding someone to refine them. But I am eager to get back, my lady.
Well, I may have someone who may be able to assist you. Also, it would be doing a good deed too. It would be returning kindness to them, pretty much when they don't deserve it. But I think they're a worthy subject.
It's not Niles, is it?
No, he's far gone from that.
Well, that's good. That would have been a leap of faith to have to work with him or even forgive him.
Yeah, that's farther than I wish to go.
Who is
There-
this subject?
I would rather not say, for fear it may skew your taking of this course of action.
Well, you know best. We are loyal to you. At least I am. my lady, and he goes to like takes her hand and like smells it and then like a kiss.
It was fine until he started licking it for some reason.
Yeah, she looks over at Charlie and he's like, he's like getting kind of uncomfortable. Okay. Share and share alike, I guess.
I think the big question is, what's the plan?
Well, I do have an in for you. This person is being held in a facility. It is relatively unknown in the entire sector. I'm not sure who runs it. I believe it's past it's changed hands a few times, even with the changing of Sindum and now the Sisters of Karma. It's kind of remains out of the way. They run experimental tests on living subjects. But I have an in. I have a way to get you there. You will be part of a certain performer's entourage. He will be performing there for the staff, of course. The subjects are not allowed to partake. And when he is performing, that would be your opportunity to go and through the facility and find this test subject.
We need to release the subjects and destroy the facility.
That may be stirring up too much trouble that I don't wish to deal with. But if it so happens that there are unforeseen accidents here, then I guess we can't.
Maybe get the subject we need out and just release the others and let them do what they will with the place when we leave.
Yes, you could do that. The subject's number is 331.
331. Okay.
Where is this facility?
It's in an uncharted sector of space. It is approximately 2 jumps from here.
What sort of resistance can we expect to meet there?
Well, it shouldn't be much. There might be a few guards, but the entertainment should distract them long enough for you to be able to move through the facility to find this test subject.
This happened to be an entertainer that we've met before.
Oh, yes, very much so.
Does he still have that same tour manager with the whole juice cleanse and all that?
Yes, they seem to still be working together as far as I know.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, what type of orbital defenses do they have?
Not sure if they have any.
Who controls this facility?
Moving stuff like that around tends to draw attention.
That is unknown. I don't know who the management is at this facility.
Okay. Where do we meet Paul?
Well, Paul will be making his way here, and
Oh,
you will pick Paul up. He will board your ship, and I will give you the coordinates to this facility.
Do we have borax to get out of here? I don't remember.
we have to go to the creep sector to refuel, but yes, after that we will.
We have enough to get there, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's a plan if nothing else.
Oh, and May, you're going to get back into society and get to deal with people again. You'll be so happy.
I'm so excited I can hardly stand it. Corvald, how good are you at fixing things?
I'm terrible.
Oh, wonderful. We seem to be competent enough.
Except this juice machine. And I fixed it perfectly this time.
Very good.
But more seriously, that's basically what I do for a living. So
Would you scale on a scale of 1 to 2? How good are you?
Definitely a 2.
Hmm.
Well, it's a 1.
No, it's a 1. Not quite enough to do this then. We should see what we're able to modify then before we go. When will he be here?
Oh, should be within the next few hours.
Oh. Well, Corvold, we have plenty of time apparently. And the performance is already prepared for this place, so they have all the docking information.
Yes, they are anticipating his arrival. They don't get entertainers, much less entertainment out at this facility at all.
Sounds like it. Okay.
Well, it has always been a pleasure, and I wish you the best.
You as well?
Yes. It's always lovely seeing you, Rose and Charlie.
Charlie looks like he opens a door for her, and she just kind of looks at you and like turns into like flame and just kind of dissipates into the wall. And Charlie says, "Good day," and looks at Corvold, says, "I'm watching you," and he walks to the wall and disappears.
Corvold, I don't think he likes you trying to muscle in on his woman.
I wasn't muscling. I was just speaking from my heart.
Corvold, do you want to give me a notice roll?
Oh no.
Time to find out what kind of perfume she wears.
That's an 8.
Yeah, Charlie's look is kind of like a friendly kind of. I know what you're up to. I admire your game.
Charlie is a man of taste.
Obviously.
Yes, the problem is your taste and his taste are aligned, and he may not like that.
It wasn't a hard no.
He was definitely amenable to you wearing the robe and sharing his fashion sense, but I'm not sure how he feels about sharing robes. Time will tell.
Given time, I think we can come to an arrangement. But not yet.
If you get involved, you can have an entire devil's triangle with her.
Good heavens.
I don't think that can help you much at this time. Okay.
Well, I guess we should go see what we can do about getting some of the autonomy turned down in that truck so that we can operate it ourselves better and make sure the weapons are properly tuned and manually usable, I suppose.
Yeah, see if you can get some suppressors on them or something.
A suppressor on a shotgun. Yeah, that sounds. I'll go check the armory and see if maybe we have something a little bit more suppressible.
We have mag rifles out the ass. And void
Oh.
rifles.
Well, those don't make a lot of noise anyway, the mag rifles.
They're relatively quiet, yes.
Well, I mean, there's no big explosion. That helps.
No, it just has to be tuned to be subsonic in speed.
Yep.
So I take it we're not going to go in here exactly quietly, if you will.
Well, it sounds like we have an excellent distraction, so
Yes.
sneaking around will basically be making sure not to trip any alarms.
Exactly.
And if Corvold can fix them as good as he fixed this cranberry juice dispenser,
I think I can.
Something to go with at least.
this is cranberry juice, right? Tastes awful.
It's prune.
Oh, that explains it.
That's why it tastes nothing like cranberries.
It's still
Kidding.
awful. I mean, awful is awful, no matter how you look at it.
Cranberry juice is also good. A bit sweeter.
These snozzberries taste like cranberries.
Sweeter would have been better, but if you could make it taste like 99 other things, why didn't you put beef jerky? That stuff will
Because-
be kind of regular. I mean, if you're having trouble going, it'll help.
As I prefer the tried and true diet.
Listen, it's the exact same thing. We're just changing the taste. It doesn't have any effect on what it does.
To an extent, you're right. But there's the perception of it, of the taste and the memories associated with it. And there is that aspect of that psychological aspect of food as well. I just happen to like prunes.
Yes. And so you adjusted it so it gives nothing but prunes. Every day.
Prune paste
3
every
times
day.
a day.
And
For
snack.
30 days.
Can't even get any Space Cool Ranch. They're prune flavored too.
Well, you can pick up a wrench and learn how to fix it yourself if you want a couple other flavors.
That's what I pay you for.
You don't pay me.
That's what I would have been paying you for.
She introduced you to Rose. That has to count for something.
That is true.
It was by more circumstance other than a plan.
Well,
We were in her employment when it happened.
well, actually, you were under F-350's employment at the time.
Oh yeah, F-350. I better go get to work on that.
But I do own F-350, so I'm not really sure how that works. Yeah, well,
So a few hours pass and a ship enters the system near your near your ship. You get a couple pings.
hello?
Yeah, sounds like Ann May. Is this Ann May?
Yep.
Oh, thank God. I thought we were lost again. This is Paul's tour manager. We are should be getting ready to dock here soon. I hope you have everything, all the accommodations for Paul ready. He'll be on board shortly.
Excellent. I hope he's a fan of prune juice.
Apparently, he's a big fan. How'd you know?
He's a man of taste.
That's Corvold.
So their ship rolls around. Yeah, this is a smaller ship that easily docks with yours. And they get out, make their spacewalk through the tubes, through the Jeffries tubes, into your ship. And it is Paul and his tour manager.
Joke's on them. Our ship had its tubes tied. I get pregnant.
And the tour manager comes in with his back suit, takes his helmet off as he gets inside. This is pretty nice. Okay. Where's Paul's room is where?
Oh, right this way.
Okay.
Yeah, just any room in that hallway over there.
And I'll take him to one of the nicer accommodations.
Okay. He looks at he of course turns down the first room, just because he's that type of person. The
Yeah.
second one, oh yeah, this one will work. This is much better, and it looks like there's no difference whatsoever.
This one's a little bit more feng shui.
Feel more comfortable with this. Paul, you good? And Paul's like, I'm fine. Where's that prune paste at? I need some. It's been a long trip.
Oh, it's
I've got you.
Oh, Corval, excellent. That's good to see a man of taste with that prune paste. I'll tell you, it keeps you regular. You get old like us. You appreciate that kind of thing.
That's exactly what I've been saying. I hear complaints about prunes 3 times a day, every day, and well, I've never felt more regular in my life. You can be rest assured that as long as you are in our care, you will have all the prunes to your heart's desire.
You didn't, and you guys didn't know that this session of Stars Without Number is brought to you by Sun Sweet Prune Juice. You can pick yours up today at any Whole Foods market or on Amazon.
Please, we need the money. Sponsor us. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video.
Well, the tour manager's got like a briefcase, which you realize is Paul's speaker setup. You know, it's like it's got a small little speaker with a little stereo system and the microphone and everything. Paul's not carrying anything. He's in his vac suit. He's like, oh,
check that microphone to make sure it's not possessed like the last one, right?
oh, yeah. I don't know what happened with that one. We had it fixed.
Did you dunk it in holy water?
Oh, it got repaired.
Oh, kind of like our protein paste machine.
Good. What role do we need to play for you?
Oh, roll.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, the role is and the tour manager comes over. The role is you're taking us to this. You're flying us to this this show. I mean, and you get, access to Paul's performance and just. I mean, that's what I was told.
I mean, where are we going exactly?
Oh, these, and he pulls out his data pad to these random coordinates. He's like, it's kind of hush hush. I'm thinking it's private. It's kind of VIP only. They don't want everybody knowing what's going on. To some unknown charter of space, but after the last gig, we're taking it all we can get. But it's paying pretty good. It's from the big bucks I've seen. They paid up front.
Oh my. Well then, when are you expected?
Oh, he tells you like the next day.
Okay, I'll get us heading over there.
Oh, and Duncan wanted to pass on note that he was doing well. We did run into him, and he said that Carlton was his name.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, he was hanging out at Duncan's garage.
Oh, good. How's he doing?
I don't know. He seemed to be in pretty good spirits. He said something about not being around his brother or something, and he said he was a lot better.
That's good. That's very good for him. I'm glad to hear it.
Maybe the medicine we were giving him was hurting more than helping.
I don't know why. Like the right thing to do.
He was like, oh yeah, I almost forgot. And he reaches into like a pouch and pulls out like a cylinder. Like a silver metal cylinder. And he's like, I think Taylor was his name.
Oh, yes.
He said to give, he gave this to, said to give this to you guys. You guys would know what to do with it. And there's a note like taped to it.
Looks at note. Could you put these somewhere safe? I'll show him the note.
Oh, yeah. I can probably find somewhere to put these, and I will take the cylinder and head off toward the smuggler's hold.
Okay, then. Well, Corval, feel free to entertain the guests, and we'll leave system in about an hour. That works for everyone?
It's going to go down the hallway, find a picture of Big Montana hanging on the wall, slightly crooked, slide it to the side, retinal scan, thumbprint scan, door opens.
Don't forget tongue scan. They need to get the correct tongue.
That's right.
It's at this point you remember you forgot to feed the sharks with lasers on their heads. That's kept underneath there for security measures.
Oh, I'm not going in that part of the compartment.
Oh, okay, good. Just flying around with a bunch of dead sharks.
Well, some dead sharks and some bones.
So yeah, the hour passes and you guys get ready to spike drive and enter the metadimensional space. You spike once, you are in the void of nothingness. About an hour passes, you spike again. Paul is consuming a few large quantities of prune paste, keep himself regular for the entire trip. And you head out to 1004, basically on your star map, but it's nothing. It's just, there's nothing out here, just, the small lights of distant stars. And then as you get closer to these coordinates, you start to see the stars sort of move, and you can realize that it's some sort of object that's sort of reflecting all the different lights from space and kind of is sort of like camouflaged. And then as you get closer, there's a couple blinking lights that you see where to land the ship. And it's hard to see if this is like an asteroid or some sort of construct, like they built something and made it look like this.
Well, I guess we're here a bit ahead of schedule.
Maybe we should just stay out here for now until we get contacted by the surface.
That'd be good.
You get a text message, says proceed to landing area.
Or we go straight in.
You're the boss.
Yep. Take us inside.
So you land in this gully. You can realize that the sides go up around you pretty narrow. And as you step out of the hatch, there is a long ladder that gets extended out to the ship, and it just kind of sits above the ship like this, that you can climb on, obviously in your vac suits.
Okay.
We'll begin climbing.
Yep. Grab my backpack, start climbing.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
climb on the ladder. Still looks like some kind of, it's hard to see anything because you realize it's something because of the light distortions, but it's hard to tell what it is. And the ladder ends and you see this door kind of just open out of nowhere. And there's some light emanating from it. As you all walk in, you can see the ladder kind of retract. And the door closes and the lights kind of come back on. They flicker and they come back on, and there's a big door in front of you. And you can feel inside like it's being pressurized.
You guys will notice that I did not have a vac suit on for that.
Or pants for that matter.
He's pretty much in his standard clothes as usual. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys while we were out there mining, I picked up a new trick. If you guys don't want to wear those vac suits around me, you don't really have to anymore. I can protect us all.
Really?
Yeah.
Good to know.
Well,
Turns out when you get out there mining and aren't paying attention to what you're doing and forget to shut the hatch, you have to pick up some new tricks quick because space is not friendly.
How many
no.
times did this happen to you?
Just once, but I did practice the technique once I accidentally stumbled across it a little bit. And I mean, as you can see, it worked. We just climbed a ladder through space and I'm alive, so.
Well, I can't argue with
Does
the truth.
does your trick still offer any sort of protection like the vac suits, like a vac suit would?
What do you mean? Like, not an armored vac suit, but it protects you from, the vacuum of space and really hot and really cold temperatures and stuff like that.
Standard CBRN.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
How quickly does it deploy?
Instantly.
Perfect. So I can keep my vac suit on, or ideally an armored vac suit, and if it blows a hole, then we have a backup.
Sure.
There you go.
I keep forgetting you don't have the cool force field bubble type thing that I got, just and it'll kind of make his telekinetic armor start to glow a little bit so you can actually see it.
Nope, definitely not.
You should try to learn how to do this. Really useful.
Maybe it's best if we don't tip our entire hand to everyone who might have a camera looking inside of here.
Oh yeah, right. And it turns invisible again.
Hello?
The on either side of this room, you see like the ceiling open up and a small like valve come out, and it says you hear decon in progress. It starts spraying you with like this white mist.
Everyone is fine except Hyde.
As you can see, this stuff is not even touching my skin, Corval. Now your robe is wet.
And then they retract. And then you can hear like the like these vents, like air moving, and it starts blowing up. Air starts circulating through this room.
Well, they're gonna blow dry your robe for you at least.
Push down skirt.
Decontamination complete. And you
That's
hear
nice.
the door unlock, like, and it opens up, and 3 individuals come out wearing like orange jumpsuits, which is usually ICAAOS, but any markings that say that would normally say that are gone. And they are human. They got wearing like ball caps, and they look all happy.
Man, you guys
Oh,
must
right.
be stagehands.
Whoa, hey, no, man, you guys have the jokes. No, we work here. This is great. I didn't think we don't usually get any visitors.
What, you're not the ones that were sent here to carry Paul's gear?
Can we?
I'll look back at Paul's manager.
Paul's manager's like, he's holding that like briefcase. He's like, no way. Not after last time. Nobody's touching this thing.
Oh, never mind. We've got a bit of a trust issue after.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, welcome to the facility. So this is Paul and backup singers, entourage, something.
Escorts.
Where's
I'm just going to give a look back at Hyde when he says that.
bodyguards?
That's what I said.
Okay.
That's what I said.
You said escorts. Well, I mean, we could be escorts as well.
I mean, we escorted him here.
Doesn't say anything, but in her mind, she thinks, why do I let them speak?
Not the kind of escort you usually do business with, Corval.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right. Well, everybody's been pretty excited. I mean, for this performance since we heard about it. So yeah, come on in. So they, you enter like a hallway, the door closes, you can hear it lock. It's pretty sterile metal hallway. Walking down it, these guys the 3 of them look pretty excited, happy, like to see everybody and new faces. They're catching a glimpse, looking back at Paul as he's kind of walking in, checking everything out.
This is an interesting place you have here.
Oh yeah.
You see, Paul has a strict regimen prior to the show, so he's gonna need some quiet time and some alone time and some juice per his tour manager's preference. While he is sequestered away and he's preparing for the show, would you be keen on giving us a little tour of this place?
Yeah. Tour. Okay. That sounds good. They look at each other, all three of them like, yeah, okay. So there's no doors, at least you can tell, down this long hallway. The door opens up into like a lounge area. There's some tables and chairs. Looks like they have set up. This is probably for Paul's performance. Stuff's been pushed out of the way, but they've got like a bunch of folding chairs and a table. And they've got like some drinks and a bunch of cups set up. There are 3 doors in this room. And he walks over to one of them that's got a bunch of chairs in front of him, and he kind of pushes them out of the way. There's nobody else in here, just you guys. He's like, well, you know, once we get started, everybody will be called in. And he takes out his red key card and flashes it and opens the door, slides open. He's like, you can hang out here. He needs his alone time.
Is this like the VIP room?
I mean, I'd consider it a VIP room. Yeah.
Well, can't argue with that.
You want to give Paul or his manager a room key there? Looked like you had to have some kind of key card to get in and out.
Yeah, we can do that. That's a good idea. And he walks over to, he closes that door and walks over to the back of the room. The chairs are parted, and you see him take out his red key card. He flashes it. He walks into another room. You can see there's more people back there. It looks like a bunch of control. Looks like a control room from quick glance as it closes. And the 2 other guys are standing out there. Takes him like 2 minutes. He comes back and he hands the tour manager a red key card. In there. That's there you go. There's your access. That's the VIP as requested in the contract.
Excellent. Can't have the man, lock himself out every time he goes to the bathroom or something.
Yeah, and Paul's like, oh, I gotta get my quiet time. And the tour manager opens up and he's like, this will be, I guess, satisfactory. And Paul goes in and it's like, he starts talking to him and the door closes. And now the 3 of them and the 3 of you are out here. You wanted a tour, right?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. And he points at the room that he put Paul in. That's the like VIP room, but really it's our storage area for extra like food and because non-perishable stuff and dehydrated water and things like that. That we cleared out.
But okay, so you got everything you needed out of there. They're not going to be disturbing him.
Right. Yeah, we had to move it out of there.
Okay, good.
So this grand room is kind of our meeting area when we have like, the union wants to talk, or we've got safety briefings, or we have, get together for somebody's birthday or something. I mean, we got chairs.
Safety meetings. Those are always so fun to watch.
Very exciting. Through that door is the control area to the main facility. And then he's like this door to his he's looking like door behind me. Yeah, the door to my left here, and he walks over with his key card, flashes, and opens up. This is the extra gear, and it's got all the stuff that we pulled out to make the VIP room in there. So you can see it's pretty stacked, and he's like pushing back all the boxes and shit that they piled in there. So tour is done. Thank you. That was it. And you saw the walkway and the ladder, and
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
So you have a control room to control 2 storage closets and a meeting hall. That's sophisticated.
Wait, where do you guys sleep then?
Oh, sleeping quarters.
Well, weren't those on the tour?
It's not part of the tour.
This facility looks a lot bigger from the outside. Is it an actual artificial structure or is it part of an asteroid?
You see the two others come over and they have a little consult. It's some of it's been constructed. Yeah, there's I don't think it's technically an asteroid.
Well, it's really interesting, whatever it is.
I mean, that's a pretty cool, like, private club exterior that no one can just sneak up and find by accident. You got to have an invite to get in here.
Yeah, which is good and bad.
True. I mean, it might work great for a new facility for clubs and things.
Not so much for like a trade depot, but
Yeah,
Exclusive venue, though.
yeah.
we get a lot of traders. I mean, usually people come here, it's kind of one way.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this is a nice place. Though it must kind of suck not having a lot of entertainment out here.
Well, they got a card table right over there.
Right.
Oh, very good.
Is there like a nightly game?
Yeah, we've run games all the time. I mean,
Yeah, you got an extra seat. I love playing poker.
What's the bet?
we usually don't. I mean, we just bet, like company chits.
I don't think I have any of those.
Well, I mean, I could spot one of the other guys. Like, I could spot you some.
Oh, that would be awesome. You guys are the best.
Yeah, and he starts to shuffle the cards and sit there and you do notice that this facility does seem to have some internal gravity.
What percentage of Earth's?
Yeah, it'd be close to normal to Earth's gravity. So for you guys who've been out in space for 30 days with no gravity, it probably is a little bit
Heavy.
yeah, feel a little bit kind of,
It
or it could
is
be the
nice.
prune. It could be the prune paste.
It is definitely nice to be able to shuffle the cards and them not go flying all over the room.
Oh yeah.
That is a good point. Do you have a restroom anywhere?
Oh right. Oh right. They kind of look at each other like, oops. Okay. And he kind of takes the red key card and opens that room with all the boxes.
Mhm.
He starts moving some of the boxes out. Yeah. Oops. And
You guys know you could get a lot more use out of that space if you'd stack the stuff a little bit more organized, right?
right.
Like I could show you how to organize.
Out of character, our truck could show them how to organize it.
So you see the two of them are like pulling on something and like a little porta-john and push it into this room. Oh, don't worry. He opens it, looks in. It's been sanitized. You should be good.
Thank you. Gonna crawl into it. Assuming I can make my way and fit.
Corval, this seems like your kind of place.
Thanks for reminding us about the porta-john. We completely forgot about that.
No problem.
It's not bad.
Enter inside, shut the door.
All right.
Somebody's probably gonna have to clean that again before Paul goes in there. Or he's gonna throw a fit.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm pretty sure the VIP room probably should have had its own restroom facilities.
Paul can go in a corner. He's resourceful.
With all that prune juice you stuck in him, his ass is going to be like a chocolate Niagara Falls.
You guys gonna do anything for the next like 30 minutes to an hour?
I assume that hides gambling.
Yeah, I was hoping we would get to go like out of this room, but apparently they're
No.
not showing us anything else. So probably just playing some poker.
Okay. They appreciate that because usually they have to play against somebody else that they know.
Anne is going to come out, and she has changed into a different outfit.
Okay.
Yeah, she's no longer in an armored vac suit. Instead, she's in more of a kind of security-looking outfit.
You're gonna see Ide doing like this with his fingers, looking at Anime, and then looking at that restroom, and looking back at Anime, trying to like size up, and then start scratching his head. There's no way she had room to do that in there without banging the walls, but whatever.
You should see how flexible I am.
No comment.
With 18 dexterity, you better believe she's flexible.
Corvald would like just be prone to wandering, I think. Trying to give his own tour.
Okay. And how is Corval going to do that?
Is the door locked?
The door, yeah, the doors to the other 3 rooms and where you came in are all locked.
Yeah, I guess he wouldn't be able to. I guess he would walk around to the doors and just kind of like just stretch his legs and like kind of tap on the keypads, but wouldn't like make an obvious show of like trying to break into any of them, because he's assumes that there's like this whole place is just got cameras everywhere, so anything even if it's not in the eyesight of those the 3 people would be caught pretty quickly. But yeah, he's gonna like at least try to get a sense of like, you know, where the doors might be that go deeper into the facility, because they mentioned the control room, but like was there any other doors that they just kind of glossed over?
No, that's the only door they didn't open.
Gotcha.
I'd like to go next to Ide at some point. You're still playing your game, Ide?
Oh yeah,
Are you winning?
win some, lose some. I mean, this guy's chits or chips or whatever it was he called them. Not even sure if they're worth anything to us, but it's still fun, you know. You want to sit down and play a bit?
I'm not much of one for gambling.
Yeah, me either, unless it's somebody else's money. I mean,
That's always a good point. I'll keep you company, though. So, what are we playing, boys?
so
Oh, just poker?
I did notice that there's only one room being cleared out, and I don't know if we get bedding in there for all of us, or are we gonna have to go back to the ship for the night?
Oh, yeah. You guys ain't sleeping here. I wouldn't want to.
All right, so how do we get like to and from our ship?
Oh, and he points to the door, like right next. You just go through that door through the long hallway, then we'll extend the ladder out.
I was gonna kind of point at like I assume there's one of those key card readers on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we get through if it's locked? I mean,
Oh yeah, and he holds up his red key card. I'll scan you out.
We'll have to make sure we get Paul before we head back out.
yeah, we can't leave Paul in here if we're not able to come and go. I mean, that would be a breach of our contract.
And a minor security issue.
Just a little bit. I mean, nothing against you guys, but we don't know who else is in here, and
Oh yeah.
anything could happen. I mean, so anyway, I'll call your bet and raise you 2.
Give me 2d6.
Snake eyes.
This is why hustle points were made.
Hey, I don't know. That could be good.
With his pair of 5s, he beats you.
Oh,
Oh man, I'm cleaning up.
I'm almost out of these chip things.
Oh, that's worth it.
For you, you've got all of them. Besides, you've probably got like a vending machine back there you can spend them in or something.
Yeah. We spend them on the facility canteen. Yeah.
There's a canteen back there, and that's not on the tour.
Oh no.
Listen, you guys are awesome, but I really got to tell you, your tour leaves a little to be desired.
Well, we're really not set up for tours. In fact, we really ain't supposed to give any tours. I mean, this is the extent.
What do you guys do here
This and
besides
that.
play cards?
we work and,
What's
Play
your
cards.
like? What do you do? What are your skills?
got nunchuck skills.
There's a very specific set of skills.
Oh, it's
You-
just, there's a lot of note taking and analysis and correlating data and
Nice.
stuff like that. I mean,
What are you analyzing?
behavior.
Oh, so it's like a mental hospital. I understand all the security now.
Can your brother spend some time here, Hyde?
I don't think he
Some
ever been to
facility.
this facility, but he's definitely spent a couple of nights here and there in some facilities.
Yeah, he has some
Typically-
problems.
Typically for, an exact 24-hour period.
Can never keep him in one place, though.
They did for 24 hours. They kept him in one tiny little room with nothing. And
Did they ever
padded
figure out
walls.
what was wrong with him?
Nope.
Sounds about right.
Although
It's-
according to the message that Paul passed on, or Paul's manager, I guess I should say, he's doing better now, it seems.
Well, as long as they've fixed him of his drug addiction, he should be okay.
Yeah, that might have been part of the problem.
Most likely.
So you guys are playing poker, chatting. Corval's walking around the room, observing, seeing if he can get to other places in the facility. And this room is like a round circle, and then like one of the between the two doors, between the control room and that door, that's they pile all the boxes in. A door, like a panel that it doesn't look like any kind of access, slides open, and those guys stop for a second, like what? Slides open, and a dude in a red suit, jumpsuit, comes walking, and there's somebody behind him, like they're coming upstairs or something. And he's like, "Oh, like hey, what the hell, man?" It's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. I'm here to clean the." And the guy gets up. They're playing poker. Guy gets up. He's like, I'll just do it. I'll just do it." And he hands him like a pail and a bucket and a mop. He's like, go on. And they turn and they go down. The door slides back closed, and he takes the pail and mop and he goes into the porta-john and starts cleaning it.
I've never seen anybody so enthusiastic about latrine duty before.
You guys all can give me notice rolls.
Oh, this is why you don't waste your hustle points on poker, because I'd hate to waste that roll.
That is 9.
That's 3.
12.
So Ann May, you noticed that the guy in the red, it looked like they came up from like they climbed stairs. And the person, whatever was standing behind them, was wearing, it looked like some kind of, it looked like they had any clothes on, or their skin was like green. The person behind them. But you noticed as they turned and you caught a glimpse of their face, that it was in some kind of permanent, like they were frightened, like that, and it looked like it was stuck in that position. It looked very weird, and their face was all green, and they had like white eyes, and you could see their teeth.
I hope you guys don't have to play poker with that fella. He's got a hell of a poker face.
They just kind of, they let that comment just go, and they don't say anything. Are you guys doing anything else?
Not for the moment.
Is it still the day before the concert?
No, this is the day of.
Okay, we're just killing time waiting for the concert to start. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Corball's not going to be doing anything else.
Where are they keeping their key cards? Would I have noticed as they keep pulling them out to open doors? Like, do they have them on
Oh,
a
they're-
lanyard or in a
Yeah, they're on a
pocket?
lanyard hooked to their belt.
On a lanyard hooked to their belt. Okay. Trying to see if there's anything on here I could roll to attempt to like telekinetically slide one of those key cards off without them noticing.
With the lanyard, maybe not, but
That's what I'm worried about. If it's like clipped on, it's going to be really, really difficult.
well, if it's clipped on, you could just go ahead and open the clip with telekinesis,
Yeah.
and it will fall off. So you don't have telepathy, do you?
No, no telepathy, just telekinesis and biopsionics.
Okay.
I wonder if there's a way, could I attempt to just dislodge the key card and let it drop straight to the floor while we're playing poker?
Yeah.
Have it try and land on Anme's foot.
No, I was going to try to let it just like fall and then maybe wait a little while since we're playing for quite a bit and let it fall off his belt a couple times so he starts thinking it's just loose.
There is the noise that comes from it then, and also the fact he might then just put it in his pocket.
That would work too.
Give me a sneak roll. You can use your telekinesis bonus.
Okay.
The sneakiest telekinesis.
That's going to be an 8.
Okay.
No, wait. I didn't do the math right on that. I'm sorry. That's a 10. Forgot to add the bonus.
Okay. So it drops to the ground. And one of the other guys was like, he's got his cards. He's like, hey, you hear that?
What?
Oh, thought I heard something. He starts like looking over in the opposite direction.
So it's just laying on the floor now. Guy that I knocked it
Momentarily,
off of.
yes.
I'd like to try to like slowly move that further up under the table out of sight.
Okay. Give me another roll.
That one's an 8.
Yeah, that guy kind of looks around like he thought he heard something, but he's like, oh. He's like, you looking at my card? Stop looking at my card.
Now I'll just kind of drift it over and step on it.
Yep.
Leave
You've
my
done
foot
it.
there for a while
Yep, you've done that.
and just continue playing poker like I saw and heard nothing.
You hear some banging on the door where Paul is, and one of the guys gets up who has his key card and walks over and scans it. And Paul gets out and once the show gets started, I need to get set up. And they're like, oh yeah. So let's make quick work of this game and let's get going.
Oh, quick work. All right, I'm all in.
All right, give me D6, give me 2d6 roll.
5, 4 and a 1.
Yeah. You beat him with a pair of 3s and a pair of 5s.
All right. Am I playing against the guy who spotted me the chips, or is that the other guy?
No, the other guy, I mean, he's playing too. He spotted you some, so
Man, it looks like I won, but apparently I can't get to the canteen, so I guess you can just have all these, and I'll just push all the chips over to the guy who gave me the chips I started with.
he was like, all right.
Maybe you could bring me a cookie or something, ice cream. You got any ice cream?
Kind of looks at the other guys like, I think we can get something like that.
Surely there's enough chips there for an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of good stuff. Thanks. He starts pocketing all these chits. Paul comes out, his tour manager begins setting up his incredible stereo system with his microphone. Test the speakers are, and of course there's a lot of feedback. And the guy who gets up and he goes to walk over to the main door and he goes to scan his card that isn't there, and he's like, "Oh shit, where'd my card go?" And the other guy's like, "Hey, damn it, what the hell? Where'd it go? Go, you better find that thing." Guy scans the door and he pokes his head in. He's like, "Let's go." And the guy begins to start looking around for his key card, like, "Huh?" And he comes over to you. He's like, "Did I accidentally drop my key card on here? Did you pick it up?"
Did you shuffle it into the deck, maybe?
Oh, I was just thinking maybe it ended up with the chits or something. I might have.
I didn't see it.
Give me a talk roll.
Oh God. It's Forte's talking. Oh wow. The dice gods say he gets this one. That's a nat 12 -1.
Yeah, maybe I did. He starts going through the deck of cards and talks to the other guy who got all the chits. He's like, "Go through your pockets and see if you found that." In about 5 minutes, those two are doing that, and then Paul's setting up his thing, and then all the people start shuffling in their orange vac suits out of that control room.
Do any of them have red key cards on lanyards that I can see?
It looks like all of them.
If one of them is over there in the vicinity where my guy is searching, I'm going to try to knock that guy's key card off on the floor so they can kind of squabble over whose key card it is.
Give me a stealth roll.
That's going to be a 10.
So he's kind of doing, and you see the guy look, and he sees the key card fall on the ground. He's like, and he looks at another guy. He's like, "What did I tell you about these lanyards are shitty?" He picks it up and he attaches it back. It's like, damn, garbage.
Well, while they were distracted by that key card, I'm going to pick up the one that was under my boot and slide it up to Anmay's hand with the telekinesis.
Okay. Yeah.
Glance down.
So they all get in here. There's a 9. So there's a dozen of them in this room, and all in the chairs. There are 2 empty chairs, but they're all sitting down waiting as Paul is messing with the sound system, getting the EQ correct for the room acoustics.
Oh, better make with the security and all that and check and make sure this place is all secured. And Odd's going to get up from the table and just start kind of walking the perimeter.
Okay.
Yep. Stand up. Start looking around.
Okay.
Does the secret panel open up again? Does it remain closed?
It remains closed.
And we can't see any way of opening it from this side at all.
Correct.
Corval to try to get like a look in at least seeing the other side of the control room
Mm-hmm.
while the door was open.
Okay.
Would he have been able to see much?
There looked to be like a bunch of stations. It would look like a clear walkway with stations on either side. Like something you'd sit at, like monitors and shit.
Okay.
Did everyone come out of that room, or were there still people in there when the door shut?
Give me a notice roll.
Well, Corval was the one looking.
Yeah, Corval, give me a notice roll.
6.
It looked like it got cleared out. Doesn't look like anybody was left in there.
I might be able to now that I've at least seen the other side of the door, I might be able to take a peek inside. I'd have to figure out a way. Yeah, I could take a peek inside and do a little reconnaissance. But they may catch wind if there are cameras in there. It's not a whole lot I could do about that.
fix them up like the juice machine.
I can give us
Yeah.
a distraction if we need it.
Well, hopefully we won't need one, but I'll be back shortly. I shan't be gone long. I will come out of the latrine, and Corvald's going to go into the latrine
Oh, into the porta john. Okay.
in the porta john and close the door.
Switch
And
it
then-
occupied.
Switches to occupied,
Yeah.
and then teleport through to into the control room.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been waiting on you to do that the whole time we've been playing poker.
We needed the show to start.
Yep.
All right, Corval, give me a notice roll.
Yeah,
7.
So you teleport into this room, like the first 5 meters, kind of like a hallway, which like cabinets on either side that are closed, and it opens up into this large room that's got a bunch of different control or whatever kind of like desks that have like a monitor and switches and knobs and stacks of paper everywhere and a bunch of workstations. And you see you notice one person in here who's like asleep, like at their station, like got their head down, like laying on a stack of paper. And then you hear a voice that, excuse me? And as you look into the other part of the room, there's another person who's in an orange jumpsuit who stands up and is like, who are you?
I am lost.
Yeah, you are. And he's like, hey, Larry, wake up. And what? Escort this guy out of here. He's like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, come on, let's go.
Okay. Who are you? You're Larry?
Yeah, Larry. Yeah, nice. Are you with the entertainment? How the hell did you get through that door?
I don't know myself. You said this wasn't part of the tour. What are you guys doing here?
Yeah, he looks over at his desk piled with paperwork. Lots of work. Come on, let's go. And he grabs you by the arm. Oh, that is really a nice robe. Where'd you get that?
Special order.
Oh, well,
But I mean, can't we just stay for just a moment? I mean, it's so boring on the other side. There's like 3 rooms. There's at least things to do over here, things to look at.
yeah, but and you see the other guy in the back room's like, not for you. Get him out of here. And he takes another step forward. This guy looks like he's getting irritated. Larry's like, look, man, my boss is gonna, like, you gotta go. Come on.
What is your boss's name?
Gerald.
Gerald? What are you doing back here to make Gerald so upset?
Nobody's supposed to be back here. It's enough that we had to work during Paul's performance. I mean, they're gonna be pissed when you come walking through that door.
Fine. Let's go back.
Okay, and he leads you up to the door. And he's like cringes as he takes his key card out and flashes it. The door opens. Everybody kind of looks and then looks. You see Corvald standing there with one of the workers. And that look was like, fucking Larry.
Grandpa, how did you get there?
And Corval comes walking through, and they like death stares to Larry. He's like, yeah. The door closes, and Larry is gone. And Paul continues his performance. And then a few of them are kind of looking around, like they look over at the porta-john, and they look at Corval, and they're like,
Paul was killing it.
Would it be possible for I to attempt to flip the latch on the porta-john back to vacant while Corval's still standing out here?
yes, you could do that. I'll let you do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's a good-
flip it back to vacant. That way, when they look at it, it's clearly not occupied anymore.
Well, there are two people working in there that do not have the time, who do not get the time off.
Terrible, Corval, but the restroom is over there, buddy. You went the wrong way.
I
can't believe somebody let you in there. We were told we can't go in there. That guy's probably gonna get in trouble now.
everywhere is a restroom if you try hard enough.
Let's stick to the nice, clean restroom. They just cleaned it after Anmate used it.
That wasn't long.
That's good. I will do it next time. But
Did you pee in their office?
well, I was going to, but fucking Larry.
Always
Am I-
Larry.
Am I right? As Corvald speaks it a little bit louder.
You see one of the guys in the orange jumpsuit get up. He's in the back. So there's only a couple rows because there's 12 of them. And they're kind of, so there'd be 6 on either side. As you're like at the door and he gets up. He looks pissed off. He looks like an older fella, and he kind of scoots you to the side, takes out his key card, flashes it, and begins to walk back into the control room.
No, don't do anything rash. And I'm going to follow right behind him as if I'm trying to stop him from hurting Larry.
Give me an exert roll.
Exert roll, I'm happily. There has to be good at something here. 11 total.
So you scoot right in, the door closes. Larry is at his desk, and the other guy, Gerald, is over, like, you see him pointing his finger, and you're right next to this one guy who did not expect you to come in, and you hear him say, "It's like, what are you doing?"
No violence. No violence.
What now? Who are you?
I'm one of the help. I'm here to stop anyone from getting hurt. Okay? Larry, you did nothing wrong. You are a bright and special individual who is doing his best. You don't have to go ahead and rip him a new asshole, as you said. You don't have to hurt him. You don't have to be violent. There's no need for anything like that, and you sure as hell don't have to shoot him. Larry, just stay back for now. I'll handle this. Just gauging reactions.
I don't know who you are. But I think it's time for you to vacate the control room.
The door's closed, correct?
Yes, it is closed.
And there's 3 people in here, correct?
Correct.
God damn it. I can never do anything peaceful in this fucking game, I swear to Christ. Yeah, fine. Solve it the only way I know how, with extreme violence.
Oh dear.
All right.
Yep. Suppressed mag pistol comes out.
Give me a D8 roll.
D8 roll. There we go. Oh yeah, that's why I have that. That's 9 total.
Okay, you are up first.
I'm up first. Where are they located in approximate area to each
One
other?
is right next to you, and then you're in like a little area that's got like on either side of these cabinets that are closed, and then it opens up into a huge, bigger room, and then Larry is like to your left, with Gerald over and like yelling at him, then kind of looks up, and they're just kind of like, "Who is this person? What are they talking about?"
Yes. Well, unfortunately, the one right next to me is about to be shot.
Okay.
Yeah. Does a 19 hit him?
Yeah.
Okay. And that is 16 points of damage.
So you unload the mag pistol on him and punch a bunch of holes in him, and he slams up against those cabinets, and his orange jumpsuit begins to bleed red, and he just hits the ground like, "Ugh."
Anyone else with a bright idea?
Larry's like, holy, his eyes get wide, it's like, holy shit. And Gerald runs to a panel and like slams his hand on the ground, and you hear facility alert. You guys who are watching Paul perform and probably saw Ann May go in here now hear the facility alert, and everybody stands up like, what the hell? And Paul's trying to sing, and he's like, what the facility alert? That's not part of the song.
Turn that shit off, you're ruining the show.
Boo. Boo.
Ide and Corval, give me a initiative roll.
Ah, yes, I have 0 bonuses in this one.
5.
Also 5.
No, that's appropriate.
Perfect.
We're too busy yelling at them to pay attention to anything else that's actually happening.
Yeah.
So they start to get up, and a couple of them hit the key thing to open the doors. Ann May, you hear the door open behind you as the lot of them from the room are about to enter. And Ide and Corvald, you're up.
What's happening?
I have a feeling that did we hear any gunshots?
No.
Yeah, no, you did not.
I don't know. I don't see Ann May, and I feel like there's a link there.
Probably.
Is this another grab car incident?
I'm afraid.
Actually, you two can make notice rolls.
Notice roll.
7.
4.
I doesn't see anything. Too many people in front of him. Corvald, the door to the control room has opened, and they're like crowding around to go in it. And you see Ann May standing there.
And Corval will lean down to Ide. Ann May is in the control room. And well, I imagine she will be surrounded shortly.
Does it look like any of them are armed?
From what you can tell, no.
Ide's going to use his turn to have his telekinetic arsenal actually become visible. So, like, you can see the rifle in his hand and the armor force field type thing cloaking his body. All right, let's not do anything rash as he's just standing there. Let's sit back down and enjoy Paul's show like good little concert goers.
All right.
And Corval will bring out the Gladius.
Oh my.
And be like, there is no need to have an unpleasant time. Paul's show is just heating up.
mandatory fun.
Don't upset the security guards.
I urge you to go back to your seats.
I'm picturing Paul still singing and his tour manager's in the corner, like behind a chair.
Yeah, just shaking his head like,
He's been around us before. He knows this shit.
all right, Anne May.
Yep. Did
Does
they
it-
have any reaction to when he said, let's not get violent or anything?
Give me a talk roll. Talk roll, Corval.
All right.
I assume you have something in talk.
No.
I will give you you get a bonus die because of what I did. So either you or I could roll, that's fine. You get a bonus die.
Go ahead and roll it.
All right. That is nice. I rolled 2 6s. But I rolled 2 6s and a 1, but bonus die, so I get a total of 11.
So their reaction and made at least this group has turned and looked at your associates, and they look taken back by it, like they're considering that maybe this isn't the best course of action is to rush in here.
Close the door again. I start walking towards the other guy. Now, why'd you have to do something that foolish?
Okay, so yeah, to close the door, I would assume you grab the key card off the dead body and
Well, I still have the key card that I gave me.
oh, you're right. Yeah, you flash the key card. Okay, yep.
Okay, now turn that obnoxious noise off.
And he hits the button and it shuts off.
Good boy. Now step away.
All right.
So, where are the prisoners?
Where who?
The people you have here.
They're in the facility.
Where in the facility?
I mean, and he points to a door. So I can go through that door if you want to go see them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you two, let's go.
Larry's like, whoa, me?
Yes, I can't have anyone stay in here.
But and he looks over and he's like, is Gene dead?
Most likely.
Okay.
He was coming in here to go ahead and kill you anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Now let's go.
He's dead if he's lucky.
All right. So you usher them to the door.
Yep.
So you're at the door and they reach into their pocket and they pull out a blue key card and they flash it and open the door. Ide and Corvald, you have the mob, you have the rest of their attention as they're kind of looking at you guys.
Show's over there, back in your seats.
They all kind of just shuffle back and sit down. Paul's got a big smile on his face. It's like, yeah, everybody's back. All right.
Hey, it's Paul.
Pay the man the respect he's earned. Stay in your seats till the show is concluded.
Or else. That's how you know the show's good, when the security has to threaten you to stay.
That's right.
Hey, you guys do anything else?
Yeah, I think we hold the fort with these 12 people, just in case things turn ugly here.
And May can handle the other 38 or so on her own.
Yeah. Trying to do this non-violently.
It's your natural talent.
It is. Nothing else was working, so it's like, fuck it, let's just solve this problem. Gonna be here for a month if we don't get this done.
So you're at the door.
Yep.
They open
See him open it.
Okay, they got to pull out the blue key card. Larry's like, looks at Gerald, who looks back at Larry. And then he pushes Larry through, and Larry begins to walk down some steps. It smells like of cleaning, like sterilized cleaning agents and stuff.
Smells like bleach. All places just bleach.
Yeah.
It's the purple fabuloso.
And he walks down some metal steps to another door. And they both kind of look at each other, flash their blue card again, it opens.
Yep.
They walk into a room again that smells like it's been sterilized. There's some kind of stains on the floor, and there's a drain that's in the middle in the floor, and it's tiled. And there is a big window.
What is this?
Community shower.
It's like, this is the testing area.
What are you testing for?
Whatever is asked of us.
Looking for a certain inmate. Maybe you're familiar with them. Subject 331?
Gerald's like, I don't know. There's a lot of numbers here. I couldn't tell you what it is.
Are you certain about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty certain.
Do you know where I'd find the subjects?
And he's like,
It's very important.
yeah, there's one right out there right now. And he points at the glass.
I'm going to motion for them to go towards the glass as well.
It's pretty thick, smoky, almost like you can't see through it that great, but you can see that there's somebody in there.
Who's this?
Oh, looks like 554. And they're all green.
Mhm.
Their whole, like, they're wearing like some kind of green suit almost, it looks like. And you see them, and then they turn, and their face, they look real, their eyes are sunken in. They look like have like a tired look on their face, just worn out. And their face doesn't move. It's almost like they're wearing some kind of mask.
Who owns this facility?
They kind of chuckle. They're like, you think they'd tell us that?
Well, where are the rest of the subjects?
Rest of the rooms.
Okay. I take it there's some order to them?
It's whatever needs to be tested.
Then find me where subject 331 is.
And you notice that the person in this room, there's like a pedestal that's sitting in the middle of the room. And then there's a rock that's floating above this pedestal.
Does it look familiar, the rock?
And the rock looks obsidian, and it's very smooth. It looks like a softball.
Where can I find information on? You have to have some idea where the subjects are on your computers.
And Larry's like, he walks over and he goes to the desk and starts looking at like a chart.
Keeping a close eye on both of them.
So you guys are still in there. Paul is singing. Everybody's clapping. Paul starts again. Everybody claps and stops. What are you guys doing? Just watching them?
That's all I'm doing. Just keep an eye on them.
Same. I mean, I view that we're basically on point for dealing with potentially, if things get rough, 12 people. So
Yeah, I imagine since I have the ranged weapon, I'll kind of go up near the stage and keep an eye on the crowd, but also keep an eye on that control room door.
Okay.
Like to imagine Ide's a police officer with a shotgun.
He's like, I think I know where 331 is.
Let's go.
So he walks over. There's another door in this room, and he takes his blue key card, opens it, and walks into the next room, which is set up very similar. And there's a like a smoky, hazy panel, viewing area. And he's like, "That's 331 in there."
Take a look.
Again, it's like a person in like a green jumpsuit, or not a jumpsuit, like a skin suit, like a rubber suit, and they have a big smile on their face, like they're real happy. And it looks like some kind of mask.
Can he hear us?
I don't know if it can. It should be able to. And he's like presses a button that you see is right near the viewing window.
331.
And it kind of looks around, presses a button. Go ahead.
331. I'm here to get you out. Rose sent us.
It kind of looks around, confused.
Does he have a name?
331.
Can he move on his own? Can he take orders, commands?
I should be able to.
Okay, open it.
So he reaches in and pulls out his blue key card. And like, looks like he swipes like nothing. It looks like it's just the wall. And the door just kind of, you see a door just kind of appear and unlock and kind of swing open.
Peek my head in. This way, 331.
So when you peek your head in, you can hear a weird, like humming noise, and the room is just empty. There's nothing in here except this noise.
Take my head out. What the hell?
The two of them just kind of look at each other and just kind of.
What's going on?
They're just running tests.
There's nothing but that noise in the room.
Right.
There was one of these guys before that came through a different door that slid open. How were they able to walk around and be visible?
Well, different ones have assignments.
331, can you make noise or something?
Kind of like shuffles around and comes over to the door and looks at you and gets close, and it's real creepy. You see it's wearing, it looks like some kind of rubber suit now with this mask. It's got a big smiley face on it.
Come
Looks
on.
like looking right at you.
Gonna smile and say, come on, time to get you out of here.
And it gets in the room and just looks around.
Let's go, nice and easy. Okay, you two, let's go. I'm gonna head everyone back to the control room.
Okay. So yeah, you walk through, flash the blue card and up the stairs.
Can you control everything in the facility from here?
What do you mean?
You have access to all the cameras, communication, everything from in this room? The control room.
Yeah, somewhat.
What do you mean, somewhat?
Well, some places we don't have eyes on.
And what are those places?
There's dead zones deeper into the facility.
Mm-hmm. So what's this room's primary function?
Are you talking about the control room?
Yes,
It's where all the data analysis happens.
I see. Well then, everyone out. 331, you stay with me for the moment.
Where do you mean out? You mean out into that hallway? I mean out into the
Into the main room. There's a
Okay.
show going on, remember?
Yeah.
Good boys.
So Larry's like, okay. So him and Gerald walk up. Paul is performing. You hear the door open. And two guys kind of step out.
And I shut the door again.
The door closes.
Go ahead, I'll give Ida a call on his compad.
Yeah, go ahead, boss.
Okay, I have 331. How long does Paul have left in his show?
Who knows with him?
Oh, once he's done.
Looks
Let me
like
know
I got
once
two
he's done.
more guests out here.
Yeah, they're there to enjoy the show for now. Let me know when Paul's done.
Oh yeah, you bet.
Thank you. And I'm going to take out my demo pack and start placing it on what looks to be the comm console
Okay.
and prepare it for a remote detonation.
All right.
Meanwhile, I'll let 331 hang out. He's living his best life right now.
Yeah, they're kind of just like moving around and like they're making herky-jerky movements and not really sure what they're doing.
Oh, it's fine. Just hang out for now. You're good.
Corvault and I'd make notice rolls.
Eight.
3.
I'd you notice when the two that came in, they both sat on either end, like the open seats.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the guys you can see said something to you can see there's some conversations going on that side.
The audience will keep quiet. I want a motion for the tour manager to come over to where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean in and whisper to him and ask him how many songs or about how long is left.
He's like, well, we got 3 more and then 2 for the encore, and then we got the after show.
No,
That's
no.
going to be 3 more of the after show.
no, you're
And
probably
then,
probably
okay.
before the encore even starts. You're gonna need to start packing up his gear and get it over to the door we came in through.
Oh, okay. So no after show? Or
I mean, I
encore?
don't know if you noticed, but this place isn't exactly a friendly environment right now. They're all sitting in their seats at gunpoint. And they're all
No.
starting to murmur a bit.
I
think
mean,
I think if we stay too long, it's going to end up like last time, all over again.
Oh, this is going a lot better than last time. I mean, we're Paul is there's no mic issues. I mean, this is pretty good. I mean, the crowd seems to be into it.
There was an alarm, and then everyone jumped up and ran for the door.
Right. I mean, that happens. It's
And
part of.
Anne May has someone from inside the facility that's leaving with us that they probably don't want leaving with us.
Whoa, what? Like, no, this is not time for Anne May to be dating.
Well, the heart wants what the heart wants.
Yeah, Paul's music does do that to you.
Yep. So when he finishes those first 2 or 3 songs, you're gonna need to pack his gear up and just walk over to that big door we came in and wait right there.
Okay, well, so as Paul starts to sing, "You Are My Destiny."
Does anyone in the crowd say, "Can you do Master of Puppets"?
Slayer.
So he goes through "You Are My Destiny" and he's like, thank you, and for the encore. And the one guy who had come in later stands up. He's like, sing this one for Gene. And they all rush you. So give me a initiative roll, Ide and Corval.
8.
7.
All right, you guys are up first as they suddenly get up and begin to charge you guys and Paul.
Oh, they're charging it at the stage?
Yeah, they are rushing. You can see that they are rushing and grabbing their metal chairs.
No questions. What's the modifier on that besides the fact that it's a 17 already?
That's a hit.
D10 plus 2 on the damage. Cool. Yeah. Somebody just got shot for 12 plus. Let's do the fire because it's fun. Another 3. So 15 damage. Whoever was leading the charge.
Yeah, he gets blasted and like erupts into flame, and his husk just hits the ground.
I said don't do anything rash as I begin to reload.
Corvald.
You've had your chance. As he swings with the Gladius. It's a 13.
That's a hit.
He deals 5 damage.
He is still up. Unless you want to use fire damage.
Yeah, I'm debating. I think I'm going to leave it for the
right.
inevitable getting hit to reduce impact.
Corvald's trying to protect himself. I'd's trying to make a point.
3 come after Ide with their metal chairs.
Oh yeah.
A 17 would hit. I think.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay, the other 2 miss. And you take 1 damage as he gets just a piece of that metal chair and hits you with it.
Kind of a little bit of concussive force as my telekinetic armor flickers.
Okay.
You see, I just kind of turn slowly and make eye contact with this guy.
Corval, does an 11 hit?
It does not.
14? Nope. But the natural 20 does.
Nope.
You take 7 metal chair damage if you you can reduce that with the fire.
Can you
Yep,
take a crisis instead?
I reduce it by 1. Damn. So he takes 6 damage.
So he clubs you in the head. And you're kind of dazed. You have a -4 to your next attack. But that only lasts 1 round.
Oof.
So he hits you really good. They go after Paul because,
Why would they go after Paul? He's so cute. Have you seen his hair?
and Paul's up there singing. He's like, what? What? And he puts up his arm and there's a couple swings and they wham, they nail Paul with the chair. You guys are up.
The first thing I'm going to do is shout into my comms, and I think the show's over.
Blame the noise outside. Yes.
And that's terrible. I'm going to use a hustle point because I need to shoot the guy who's trying to hit Paul. That's a little better. That's a 14 plus 3, so 17 to hit.
Yep.
And same thing, going to use the fire and the whole kit and caboodle. So 10 damage.
Yeah, you blast that one and he erupts into fire as Paul's in there. And his body just hits the ground. Big the fire just shoots right over him and he's like a charred corpse.
If there's any more guys over by Paul, I'm gonna yell like, "You got to deal with security first, boys."
Corvald.
Corvald's going to swing with the Gladius.
At the same one.
Yeah. It's an 18 to hit.
Yep.
And it deals 6 damage.
And it's dead. You just cut that one down, going through the metal chair and through him.
Now
And
who
May.
wants them?
And May, you hear I'd yell, and then you start to hear commotion.
Oh my god, here we go again. Start heading out. Swipe with the key card and get a look what's going on here.
You see that they are all grabbed their metal chairs, and they are like, it's a melee in this room.
How
There's a
close
couple
are they?
charred bodies. What?
How close are they to everyone else?
They're like right up fighting everybody else.
Right in melee with them, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Are they surrounding them, or are they kind of all on one side trying to push forward?
No, they've kind of they've kind of surrounded them.
Thinking about how tough Ide really is physically. Because I do have 4 fragmentation grenades with me.
There are 7 in this room fighting them, and 2. Well, no, you sent the 2 out there, so
Yep.
there's
9.
9. There's 9 out here.
Odd is not Bert. He's not going to yell, I can take it.
Oh my god, you people are fucking idiots. I'm just gonna start shooting into them. Will you knock this bullshit off? Just step out of the room and just pull out the gun. Fire at the nearest one.
All right.
Thoroughly annoyed. That's a 16 to hit.
Yep.
13 points of damage.
Yep. Drop 1. Dead.
Will all of you just stop getting yourselves killed already? For fuck's sakes. No one had to die. Well, except for that one guy, but that's besides the point.
And this guy who hit Paul with a chair, he had to die. And I pointed
That
at
is
Paul
true. He did
Ashes.
hit Paul. Will you knock it off?
The tour manager sees this and tries to tackle one of the guys attacking Paul, and slams into the stereo equipment, knocking it over.
Pack that up.
And now he's all tangled in the wires.
Oh, dear Lord.
Let's see. We got 3 on Ide. They're going to attack him.
They don't want to attack him, though.
Apparently not, with 2 5s and a 9.
Like, do we really want to mess with this guy?
I just immolated 2 of their buddies right in front of them, in all fairness.
Corvald, 19. To hit.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
And that would be 3 damage. 3 metal chair damage.
He takes 2 metal chair damage.
You need some programming skill on that digital D4. It's not doing you nice.
No, it's not.
Paul gets whacked again, and the other guy tries to hit him, but gets caught in the wires that have fallen from the stereo, and he slips and falls on the ground.
Why are you even attacking Paul? What did he do? You fucking morons. I hate all of you.
Ide and Corvald, you're up. Ide, you're kind of out of that daze now that you were in.
That was Corvald.
Corvald.
Well, another guy just hit Paul right in front of me because they have no respect for authority, and I've told them plainly not to do that. So, let's see. That's a 13 to hit.
That's a hit.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's terrible. Only 5 damage on that guy.
Yep.
You can do fire.
Oh, that was with the fire. 1 of the points was fire.
It singed off his eyebrows.
Those were his favorite eyebrows.
Yeah.
Last warning.
Corvald.
Yeah, Corvald's going to keep going.
Here's the gladius.
And that's a 10.
Just misses.
But he's got charges.
That's right.
Spend a charge to re-roll. And I get a +2. It's another 10, but the +2 is a 12,
That's a hit.
Yay.
and it deals 2 damage.
All right.
You didn't sharpen that the whole time we were mining.
I forget. It's usually much more deadly than this.
And May.
Okay. There's how many left still standing? 8, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. How many are on Ide, Corvold, and each person individually?
3 on I, 2 on Corvold, and 1 is on Paul.
I'm gonna go for one of the ones on Ide. And May is just done with this bullshit. 21 to hit for 15 points of damage.
Yep. Another one drops.
Okay, you're just embarrassing yourselves at this point. Just sit back down. We'll give you an encore if you do, please.
And you, as you look down, you look over eyed at the one who was tangled up with the stereo equipment with the tour manager. The tour manager manages to grab the wire and wrap it around his neck and is like choking the guy out with it.
That's the way. Now you're getting it.
He had it in on this whole time.
See this scrawny little dude down here lives on juice, just garroting somebody in the floor.
Corval, you take 1 more damage as this guy gets you with the metal chair. Yeah, that's what it is.
Fire can't not protect you from that one.
I rolled another 1.
So
So
you
I
only
am
took one
protected.
stuff.
Yeah, so I am protected. It's something's coming through.
The power of Rose compels you.
So Paul gets hit again and then tries to fight back with the microphone and clubs the guy in the side of the head. Ide and Corval.
Did Paul manage to down the one that I shot before, or is he still there?
He's still there.
I guess I better shoot him again. At least try. Ooh. Yeah, that's like 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's much better. That's 10 total damage, with one of them being fire.
Yeah, he's dead.
You got to go for the head, Paul. As I turn back to look at the one who clubbed me over the head earlier. Now it's your turn.
Corval.
Roll a 3. I'm gonna spend another charge. So I got 1 charge left, and I'm gonna do a reroll with a +2. And it's a 13, and it deals 5 damage.
Would someone please send him some plastic dice?
It's only a D6, so the damage was okay.
No, but this electrical stuff is just screwing you constantly.
It did that to me the entire last game we played in this. This is why I bought dice.
I got one word for you, Ide. Plastics.
And May.
Yes. Is there anyone attacking Ide still?
Yeah, there's 2 people attacking him.
Still 2 people. Okay. God damn
I haven't been defending myself at all. I've been defending Paul.
it. Yep. We're really gonna have to deal with this problem. Just gonna shoot one of the ones attacking Ide right now because I'm like done with this. I'll shoot the one who he's not looking at. 17 to hit.
Yeah.
And 9 plus 5 is 14. On a brighter note, it is a suppressed mag pistol, so they shouldn't know we're here.
Yes, absolute total stealth.
Yes, I am stealth.
So the 2 guys you were playing poker with, they look around and see all the carnage and the bodies, and they kind of put down their metal chairs, and
chairs.
they're like, the rest of them, there's only 6 of them left. They start backing away. They're like, okay. They're looking at the charred bodies and then the last gasps of their buddy being choked out. All right, all right.
Okay,
Now, what was the point of all that?
I don't know.
Well, they killed Jean, and they look at her, and she's like, "You killed Jean. We figured you were gonna kill the rest of us."
Well, that wasn't the plan until you started attacking people.
Well, why'd you shoot Jean?
Because he threatened me.
They kind of look at each other like, okay, whatever you want.
Did Larry make it through the brawl?
Give me a D12 roll.
Two.
Yeah, he did. Larry was one did. You realize he never actually picked up a metal chair.
He saw how that went for the other guy that got aggressive, huh?
Okay, which one of you is one of the controllers of the operating center?
They point to one of the dead bodies, charred corpses.
Okay, which one of you knows how to operate the operating center?
They all kind of look at each other.
I thought so. Okay. I'd Corvold. Get them on our ship and put them in the brig.
Oh, you
You
boys
got it.
You're going on vacation.
Well, we need a crew if nothing else, and they're out of a job now.
You guys got any vac suits, or are we gonna have to go out in groups?
Yeah, we got some in the storage area over here.
I was gonna turn and look at that door and be like, "Never mind, we'll go in groups. Come with me."
That's going to take a few hours.
Okay.
There's only like what 6 of them left alive?
Oh, there's 5 now.
Oh, 5. So I can walk all of them out in one go.
Yep.
Okay.
I can get myself and all 5 of them in a pressure field and just walk us out to the ship.
So they cautiously walk out there,
All right.
Okay, Paul.
thinking
let
you're
me-
gonna space them at any second.
Let me explain how this works. I'm gonna wrap you in a nice protective bubble, and if anybody turns anything stupid, I'm gonna turn their little bubble off, and they get to go for a walk in space.
Okay.
So just walk a nice, calm, straight, single file line right in front of me, all the way onto that ship.
All right. So they all line up in their orange jumpsuits that some have been a little bit singed by fire and covered in blood, and make their way out onto your ship as they extend the ladder and climb out. Kind of freaked out the whole time, but
I'm going to let F-350 know via compad that there'll be prisoners coming on board, and so he should enter mech form.
okay.
Corvold, I need your help.
What do you need? I mean, we've already taken prisoners, which isn't really our style.
Not normally, no. However, we can't exactly leave them here with the experiments they're running on these people.
Did you?
Let me introduce you to him, by the way. This way. I'm going
All
to
right.
introduce 331.
Okay.
So this is 331, our new friend.
Interesting.
Indeed.
Hello, I'm Corvold.
Gets real close and looks at you. Smell of this rubber suit smells like latex.
Do you wear your this rubber suit by choice?
Shakes its head now.
Would you prefer if it was taken off?
It nods yes.
Well, let's start with the face. Because this is creeping me out.
The face is the one thing that isn't a rubber suit.
Well, it's like a mask, right? I thought it was like a rubber mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, slowly kind of like peel off the rubber mask.
So it's very, very hard to get off. Like you can see it like pulling and ripping the skin.
You let me know when you want me to stop. And And it'll Corval will like unravel it slowly.
So you begin to unravel it slowly, and you see that it begins to look like an older woman as her skin is coming off, and you begin to see her face and her eyes. It's like ripping patches of skin like right off her face, like burning, and it looks very, very painful. And then you pull the whole mask off her face, and she looks at you, and you recognize her as Adana, one of Niles's crew.
Adana.
And she kind of looks at you, like recognizes her name, and then looks over at Anne May and says, I knew one of the sisters would come save me. And we can stop right there.
And May is confused. She hurt herself in her confusion.
Nice.
Oh, I'm happy that could be solved peacefully. I think that worked very well. We now have a bunch of crew members.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
All it cost us was probably roughly 70% or so of Corval's poor health.
Yeah, Corval took a bit of a beating, but he's still got something left in him.
We'll take another month vacation to heal up.
Because I was trying to think, I'm like, well, what would take for these people to riot? Well, there's no reason to. Oh, wait. These two people came in here and they saw Jean get murdered. Of course they might get pissed.
I'm busy thinking to myself, how the fuck are we going to get into this facility? It's so heavily guarded. Like, I know I'll get them to fight inside the control room each other. That didn't work. Well, shit.
I thought I had the answer when I lifted the key card, but no, there was another key card.
That was the blue key card, yeah. Although it's just no way of doing that cleanly that we could find. I tried.
Yeah.
Like, nope.
It was all a ploy. Peter knew we had just healed up from all that mining and resting, and he was like, I'll get their health back.
It's like the only solution is violence. So I thought Corvold had a 9,000 IQ play when he teleported in there. I'm like, oh, yes, and the guy's perfect. And then like, nope. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I rolled a notice roll and it was really high. So that's the only reason he noticed you.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what else he could really do without like getting violent. Corval's not like a frontliner.
Right.
Corval
And May had 6 intelligence. That was her best solution. Like, yep, I know what I do.
I just was looking for the bathroom.
Yeah, that was great. But I was like, the show's going on. I don't know how many songs we have. And it's just kind of, we're not getting anywhere. We're just spinning our wheels in the mud here. We have to do something. Oh, we entered the room. I'll follow. I was like, yeah, fuck. Fine, we'll start shooting. That's the best solution.
Pacifist, bro. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing in here? Shut up.
I honestly thought you were going to reach behind you and swipe your key card to open the door and then throw a grenade in and swipe the key card and shut the door.
I did think about that, but I wanted this to be as bloodless as I possibly could. Because I'm like, Paul Anka's going to keep going, and I just want them to enjoy a show. We're really fucking with their day, and I don't want to be a dick. So I'm going to be nice. Yeah, I murdered someone, but it doesn't have to be a bad day for everyone.
Well, we only killed slightly over half of them.
Well, they deserved it.
And the other half are now on our ship.
Yeah, you needed a crew. There you go. There's 5 more.
There we go. I'm in the brig right now to be
Do we
converted.
actually have a brig, or does I get to like lock them in a storage container right next to I require maintenance?
Technically, all ships have brigs, but you do forget that F-350 can become a mech and walk where people can walk. We could sit him in the brig and just have him repeat that every 30 minutes.
Status report: armor is at 65%. I require maintenance.
I will require maintenance.
This is how we interrogate people. We just lock them in a room with F-350.
Yeah.
And they
You want
break.
to tell us everything you know, or you want to go back in that?
All right. Thank you guys for playing, and take care.